16 minutes now past the hour. A new report suggests the Department of Justice could be caving to civil rights activists. Attorney General Eric Holder pushing a new policy that placates Islamic groups by expanding a ban on racial profiling in terror investigations. Could a move like this hurt the fight against violent extremism? Dr. Zuhdi Jasser is the president of the American Islamic Forum for Democracy and author of the book A Battle for the Soul of Islam, an American Muslim patriot's fight to save his faith. Dr. Jasser, always great to have you here on Fox & Friends. Nice to see you this morning.
Nice to see you, Clayton. Thanks for having me.
Is a move like this by the Department of Justice dangerous to our ability to fight terror in the world?
Clayton, I can't tell you enough how unbelievable this is. And, you know, where is this coming from? Is the administration's second term sort of 50 ways to surrender to political Islam globally and now domestically? I mean, where is this coming from? There have been no cases thrown out because of profiling. The protections of the First Amendment are more than adequate for us Muslims in America. And actually, if you look in Egypt and elsewhere, from Kabul to Iraq to Boston, and now just last month in Wichita, where we had a suicide bomber that was stopped because of a sting operation from the FBI. And just a few days ago, you had an Iranian citizen, Khazai, who was sending secrets to Iran, and he was found and arrested for spying. And the fact that he was an Iranian American and the fact that he was Muslim, I think, should be paid attention to. Are all Muslims Islamists? No. Right. But all Islamists are Muslim, and we can't hamstring our agents in the field.
Well, I think you bring up a great point about the First Amendment. Are we now extending our United States First Amendment American rights to foreign fighters, foreign terrorists, people whom we might be investigating? What if someone in America is on the phone or having direct contact with an Islamic extremist? Is that person then cut off because of their religious beliefs?
Exactly. This is what the administration seems to be either naive to, or they're placating the Islamist groups, the Muslim Brotherhood legacy groups in America, so that they can continue to avoid investigation and allow their Trojan horse of labeling themselves as Islamic for our communities, when in fact it's a political ideology that threatens our country. Imagine if communism during the Soviet era was thought to be a faith and we couldn't investigate those ideological groups that are affiliated with the Soviets. Well, political Islam, if you look at the last 300 arrests on terrorism, over 85% came from our community, even though we're only 1% of the American population. So either we're surrendering or somehow we're basically telling our enemies that, you know what, call yourselves Muslim or Islamic, and you know what, we won't look at you anymore. We'll look at Australians and secular Christians, too, as much as we look at the radical Islamists.
You bring up a great point about communism and the Cold War. Is that the fear here, Doc? Is that it's going to be a return to some sort of McCarthyism? We're going to a witch hunt for anyone who happens to have this faith? Is that the fear?
Well, that's what the Attorney General and the Obama administration is probably saying that they're trying to prevent. And I can tell you, if you look at the Webster Commission report on Nidal Hasan, there were all these red flags. He was going around Walter Reed with a card that said Soldier of Allah, and nobody wanted to say something because they were afraid of being targeted by the Justice Department as being profiling. So either we learn the lessons of Fort Hood and of Boston, or we're going to continue to surrender. And I don't see any evidence of any cases being thrown out because of profiling or our agents on the ground doing things that are completely abhorrent to the Constitution. Yes, I'm not surrendering my rights to the Constitution, but there's no need for this new profiling other than to placate high-level influencing brotherhood groups in this administration.
Dr. Zuhdi Jasser, always great to have you here on Fox & Friends. No one with a better perspective here. Thanks, Doctor.
Thanks.